So this was very unexpected what just happened today, but someone who I was involved with, someone who was involved with me, just lost a lawsuit of 20 million. Now, before I get into that, I want to give you some background here. As many of you guys know, I've been on YouTube since 2007, and that's a long time. On this channel, I started in 2009. I have over 1.1 over 1,000 videos. That's a lot of content. Now, during my time on YouTube, I've dealt with my fair share of bad experiences of people who have went out of their way to violate my privacy, to go out of their way to do a lot of terrible things. My one most recent things, as you guys know, I had the FBI come and visit me and talk with me over the person who made a bomb threat to a university or school using my name, signing my name. That was a shock to me. That really upset me. But despite that, despite how fucked up that was, the thing that got me the most upset was in 2009 and 2010 when a particular user by the name of Life in a Tent. Now, he used to be a ranter, used to be a YouTuber. He now currently, or not at this very moment, but he was running the channel Video Games on YouTube. It has like 3 million post Call of Duty stuff, video games content and stuff. And from what I understand of that channel, he doesn't even make the content himself. Other people edit their own content, and then they send it to him, and then he uploads on his channel, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, there was a lawsuit that happened, and it was over the channel Video Games, because the article's linked down below. It goes into a little bit more detail, but basically, Life in a Tent, Brian Martin, has committed fraud. We've all known that he's committed fraud. I've known this for a long time, but it's just, I didn't even know there was an ongoing court case about this until today, and he lost. I don't know if the ownership's going to be transferred over to somebody else or exactly. Again, the article's linked down below. It goes into a little bit more detail. But this guy is what I want to focus on. Life in a Tent, Brian Martin, is the scum. Think of Keemstar. Now, I hate Keemstar. Never liked Keemstar, ever. Think of Keemstar, but like 50 times worse. Now, that's saying something, okay? Whether you like Keemstar or not, don't get butthurt over my opinion of him. It's just my opinion. This guy was so bad. This guy, for whatever reason, I remember I used to talk with him. Like, I used to be on my Skype contacts. We used to talk and stuff back in the day. And one day he just messaged me. He's like, I want you to remove this video that you made. I don't agree with it. I think what you said is stupid. I don't agree with your opinion. I want you to remove the video. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? I'm not removing my goddamn video just because you don't agree with what I have to say. I don't even remember what it was. But from that point, when I wouldn't do what he asked me to do, he flipped his shit and he went out of his way to dox me. That was the first official dox incident I ever had, where my family's house was doxed, the address was given out, my mother's phone number was given out. It's still out there, still leaked. I don't know why. Like, they thought it was my phone number, I guess, and they leaked my mom's phone number. She starts receiving calls from this fucker. Really vulgar, disgusting, explicit voice messages from this guy, and the other people that he was involved with. And then what really hit the mark for me, though, was the fact that I don't know how this fucker did it, but he got photos of my sister, of my brother, of my grandparents, and what pissed me off most, and I can finally talk about this because at that current time in 09 and 010, I didn't want to give this guy the attention that he was trying to get out of me. Because, you know, when people go to this level, they're trying to get a rise out of you. They're trying to get you angry. They're trying to get you to react and make a video about them of how upset. Like, that, you know, I'm not going to feed the troll or feed the toxicity of that type of person who wants to get satisfaction out of causing me grief, because that's what it was doing. And this was a bad point in my life, too. This was back when I was, like, converting out of religion, and all this stuff was happening with this fucker. Like, this guy was doing it at the worst possible moment of my life. He posted a photo of my one-year-old nephew. My one-year-old nephew, right? Of a child, a minor, on the internet. He posted on this web page, and he had my address where I lived. he had my phone number, and a graphic, explicit rape threats. And, you know, typically, I don't fucking take threats seriously. When someone threatens me on the internet, I don't take it seriously. But making a rape threat to somebody, specifically saying that I want you to, like, I'm paraphrasing, but from what I can remember, it was like, here's his address, if you live near him, break into his house, throw rocks in their windows, shit like that. And if their nephew is there, I hope he gets raped. And then it went on to say, I want him to get raped. It was really fucked up shit. And I wish that I had that page that was originally up back in 2009, 2010, but it's no longer there. It got removed because I did contact the company, the host company that was using, I contacted the company, the web host that was, having his web page up, and I reported it for the type of stuff that he was posting because that was against their terms of service, and they terminated it. That was the only way I got it removed. But this guy caused me so much grief, and now he just lost a $20 million lawsuit, and I could not be more happy that justice has finally been served towards this piece of shit that he really is. This 30-some-year-old guy who acts like he's fucking 9 years old, screams at everybody. When he doesn't get what he wants, he threatens people, he doxes people. He goes out of his way to make people's lives miserable. And now he's gonna need a small loan of $20 million. This is the one time that I can finally talk about this publicly for the shit stain that Brian Martin, Life in a Tent, really is. I remember old YouTubers back in the Outback Zach. I don't know if you guys know who that person was. He still does YouTube. He runs the Yo Mama channel. But he had beef with him. Like, there's so many YouTubers back in the old days that had issues with this guy who would just... This guy's psychotic, if I could define a word. He's a psychopath. We've reached this day and age now that if you take down someone's video, legally, you can sue them for damages of taking down, if you like review a product and they don't like your review of their product, free speech, and they say, we're going to take down your video, file a copyright strike. We're reaching the day and age where civil cases within videos on YouTube and channels is actually making an impact in the industry that you and I are part of on YouTube. And that, to me, is awesome, that we're actually winning lawsuits now from this particular case for people who try to steal monetization from other people. And if anything, this gives me high hopes for the future in terms of my content and your content and our content as creators to have a stronger platform in which we can create content and not have to fear of that content being stolen or have its monetization taken away and given to somebody else. Just that I'd share this with you guys. Links down below if you want to read the full article. It's definitely something that needs more publicity.